Hey, friendo. It's been a while. Oh, I got Nani with me. Oh no. She got like an infection or something. That's what my roommate said. And so, she's kind of laying low so far this week. But, yesterday, oh my gosh, it was only yesterday. I was waiting all week for yesterday just because I was filming with an actress who I met was it only last semester? I think it was only last semester, but she's really cool. She's really good. Holy shit. But yeah, we worked on this short film that I need to make for my film class, my film production class. It's supposed to, like, the whole goal of it is to create, what did she describe it as? Like an emotional, basically like make a video that describes an emotion or like elicits an emotion. And I don't even really know what I chose. I'm hoping that when I show it off, people know what it is, because I have no idea what you would call this, I guess. But, it's just a very personal topic, and when I watched some of the footage back in the editing bay yesterday, I, like, just started crying, because it's just so, this one scene is just really, like, beautiful, I guess. I mean, like, it's, because the whole topic is about, like, suicide and stuff like that, I think, sort of. I don't entirely know I don't know how to describe it. But basically, because the last two projects I made, like, kinda, I don't know, they just didn't really feel entirely like me, I guess, you could say. Like, let me go a little pop here. Basically, like, I wrote this poem because, like, the whole thing, that we're supposed to do, is make this film with such an emotion, and the last two things I've done have been kind of, like, unscripted, I guess, but, with this one, I mean, like, I was talking to my professor about it, and she's like, you're a writer, like, you're an excellent writer, why don't you write something? And I'm like, oh yeah, that probably makes sense, I should play to my strengths. And so I wrote this poem, and I don't entirely know how I feel about it, it's kind of you know? But it's just very much has so many true stories in it. Like, there's one, like, I don't remember if I talked about this, but, back 2 summers ago, I was doing a thing, and it was just, like, real stressful. It was just, like, an insane week, and I think it was on a Thursday, actually, that we did this thing, this thing was happening, and I was, like, starting that time of the month, and so I, like, having cramps, and so I needed to take some Tylenol, and I shook the little bottle, put some in my hand, and there were, like, a lot of pills in there, and I just kind of stared at them for, like, a hot second, and I just, like, my brain just kind of, like, froze on that. Like, there wasn't any idea of, like, oh, you should take these and just kill yourself and all that stuff, but, like, the idea of, like, that feeling being there, and then, like, literally I took 2 for the cramps, and then went out the door, went to work. And I'm like, that's pretty much this entire poem is kind of based around that idea, and, when I was talking to my professor about it, she told me about this quote from this philosopher called Albert Camus, and like the stuff that I was like describing in this was like pretty much like kind of part of his philosophy. So I'm like, oh, so I'm gonna use this, and so the short film is actually